Hello and welcome to the energy of the day for Friday, June 6th. We will see what is going on for that day. Give me 1 second. Let's take a look here. Just a moment. The cards have already been pre-shuffled, so we're just going to see what would like to pop out. We have Show the World the Real You. Oh, I wish it was... Oh, I hope it... There we go. So Show the World the Real You with Aquarius here. So let's go ahead and let's see what this is all about. So let's take a look. Let's see what's going on for Show the World the Real You. What's that all about? Please and thank you. We have the Six of Cups, the Ten of Swords. Oh, this is this way here. I understand. I understand. I understand the top portion. The top portion is to speak about any kind of ill treatment that you had in your past here. Don't keep it to yourself. Don't bottle any kind of ugly emotions, that kind of thing. Or if you require to tell someone about something that they have done, to do it in the moment and not to make it into a like a moment that has passed kind of thing. Okay, so it's something like that, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll talk about it. There it is. That's the Page of Pentacles on the side like that. Let's see what else is happening here. So it's mostly a day. Sorry, guys, I apologize. It's mostly a day to talk about, talk about things that concern you, things that worry you, plague you, anything that someone or some situation may have done that made you feel hurt, whatever the case is here. And then what else do we have here? Yeah. Okay, and the Hangman, and then the Strength card, and then the Eight of Swords. All right. Okay. So let's talk about that as well here. Just a second. Let me just bring that into view a little bit. Kind of. All right. So if you are in a new situation, for some of you, if you are in a new situation with someone, or you're entering a new company, or you're entering a new family, or you're entering a new business, friend circle, whatever the case is, and if you actually see that something is a little bit off, you should probably listen to that, right? I understand that many times when we enter into something new, we tend to want to put our best foot forward, kind of thing. But sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes you do require to open up about your own past. So this way you can also figure out if there are any type of like issues that will come up in the future between yourself and whatever you are dealing with, right? Don't pretend that everything's okay, everything's fine. Don't sweep things under the rug, kind of thing. Make sure that you are being vocal with what's happening. Don't be this person who is like a it's almost got this tinge of like self-sacrifice for the sake of keeping everything amicable, but you're the one that suffers at the end of the day or at the end of the night, kind of thing. So there is something here where you may require to stop bottling some things. It could be that it's a friend that comes over, tells you their problems, and you're the one that's thinking about these problems, and they're off on their merry way, feeling happy as ever as can be. And you're the one that's afterwards, sitting with this whatever they just dumped on you, kind of thing, right? It could be anything, okay? It could be that, somebody in the friendship circle, they did something, you didn't like it, but you, for the sake of being friendly with them, you told them, okay, it's not a problem. But then when you did bring it up, they said, well, it's just a joke, so I don't see why you have any problems with it. It was funny. And for you, that made you feel like they were dismissing your feelings, and your feelings and your emotions and how something made you feel. is also supposed to be recognized and respected, right? So there is something like that, but it won't be recognized or respected if you don't say anything and you just keep your mouth shut over here. Meanwhile, you're harboring onto slow poisoning resentment and bitterness, right? So we do have to sometimes speak up for our own selves just to make sure that people understand how to treat us, and people understand how to talk to us, right? I mean, if you don't stick up for yourself, who will, right? That's one of those things. But, make sure that you are operating from a genuine place. And if there was something that you didn't really agree with, don't hold that in. Okay, don't hold that in. It's going to create some misalignment here in the future with other offers that come your way. Don't hold on to any kind of bitterness here, okay? Let it go, let it flow, and then move forward so you can turn this Page of Pentacles in the upright for yourself, okay? And this means that you can have a valid like equally mutual, right? Equally balanced type of exchange with other individuals here. But if you choose to keep things, keep things hidden, keep things bottled in, then your new beginning here may not be as easy as you think it will. I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's go ahead here. Let's see. Because, when we're damaged on the inside, we tend to sometimes, well, more often than not, we tend to bring in also the same type of vibration. So just be careful with that, right? Be careful of having any kind of like chip on your shoulder about old things, so then it doesn't taint your future like moving forward kind of thing. Anyway, all right, we've got Mars in the reverse. Yeah, there's some unmotivated energy here, so let's keep going. What's with that Mars? What's that about? Sagittarius on the side. I mean, somebody here may feel someone here just kind of like lost motivation. I was going to say somebody here may have felt hurt about something, or maybe some kind of betrayal happened here, and specifically maybe a fire or fire. Yeah, it's fire, or a Scorpio, fire sign or Scorpio. It caused them to withdraw and shut down to the point where they never go after new things ever again because they don't see a point. It's almost like a jaded energy to a degree, but it's also about, speaking up about this betrayal or speaking up about this hurt feelings. So this way you don't bottle it for the next time. You don't bottle it for the next person, the next company, the family, a new family that you're entering into. Maybe you heard a lot of horror stories about mother-in-laws or father-in-laws, and you're holding on to that type of judgment, and you don't really know how they truly are, and you're already brandishing them as being bad people, and then it kind of screws up the actual opportunity to get to know them and vibe with them. It's something like that. Or this could have been in a relationship where you had many bad relationships, some few here and there that were good, of course, but just didn't work out, right? But those ones that were completely like damning you, then those are the ones that you're holding on to, kind of thing, and it kind of screws up the momentum for you to receive a good partnership over here, right? Because you may be still kind of like a little bit triggered from time to time if this new person does something that slightly remotely reminds you of an old thing, and then you get all like a little bit frazzled, whatever the case is. So just be careful with those kind of things, right? You don't want to doom something right from the beginning before it even got the chance to get started, something like that. But is there anything else with this? Yeah, don't bottle things. Make sure to be open. Don't try to withdraw just for the sake of others, sometimes being an avoidant just to, keep the peace, that's not a good idea, right? Because then it's just gonna keep happening. Okay, it's just gonna keep happening, and nobody really knows what's going on here. Aquarius, air, and sun. Okay, so that talks about, making sure that you are communicating and bringing things to light, as well as Pisces here. So just, don't be too fluid when people are tap dancing on your back, that kind of thing. You may require to grow yourself a backbone, something of that nature too. Okay, so we have the signs. We've got the earth signs. We've got the fire signs. We've got the Pisces. We had the Scorpio as well there. Did I say earth sign? That's strange because Mars gives me this feeling of earth for some reason. Possible earth signs too, by the way, just letting you know. So we have Aquarius, Six of Cups is Scorpio, Ten of Swords is Libra, Four of Pentacles is Taurus, Page of Pentacles is like a Capricorn. Yes. Two of Cups here is Pisces. Six of Pentacles is also Taurus, but a little bit of Virgo as well. It is pretty earth heavy in this one, on the tarot side. And then Hangman is Pisces. Strength card is Leo. We have Ace of Swords and then the Eight of Swords here. So don't keep the truth from, ruining your day kind of thing. Yeah, Five of Swords here too. It's very mental energy. It feels overthinking, but it also feels overthinking but not saying anything, right? So it feels a little bit like that. Let's see what the animal spirit guides have to say for this reading as a closer here. Okay, two it is, no problem. Reflection and opportunities. Yeah. Okay. If you are facing a difficult situation, do not rush into making a decision. You are advised to turn the problem around in all possible manners before deciding on a solution. Your circumstances need to be examined carefully. I think you're kind of done with this, though. I think I don't feel you should be bottling things. That's for sure. You can reflect on them, sure, but then go into the future with new opportunities. Okay, so we have, you must be quick to move out of your comfort zone, especially when the situation calls for immediate responsiveness and flexibility. Open your mind to new ways of doing things. Once you do, get ready for good luck and opportunities to come your way. Yeah, this is definitely the reflection thing. I feel like that time has passed. If you allowed, things to glaze over you, then sometimes, honestly, that's on us. And we have to come to our own realization that we could have said something in the moment and we chose not to because we didn't want to look like a bad guy, or we didn't want to look like a villain, or we didn't want to, create any dramatics or anything like that, or we didn't want to get called that we are being too sensitive or too serious or too whatever, right? So sometimes that's on us that we don't say anything, but this time around it's just letting you know that in the new opportunities that are coming your way, be yourself. Be yourself. Don't hold back. I mean, amicable, right? Be tolerant too, be patient with people too, but once you see that something's really hurting your feelings and stuff, you should also be capable of being able to acknowledge that. So therefore, respect can be also given to you, right? So I wish you guys all the very best. I really do. It's nice. It's actually nice because it goes from reflection to opportunities. As long as you can change this around for yourself with the Page of Pentacles, so these opportunities can actually come your way by you not being so closed off to things and closed off to people and like, ignoring things for the sake of, for the sake of the peace, right? Whatever. You finesse, maybe you will require potentially to exercise some finesse in how you communicate, possible, but that's not a hard thing to do. Okay, the worst thing that you can do is say nothing when everything is wrong. All right, so I wish you guys all the very best. Have a great one, and I will see you all for the weekend. Bye bye for now.